Now to NJPAC in Newark, where later tonight on a special NJTV broadcast, both of New Jersey's United States Senators, Robert Menendez and Cory Booker, will be interviewed by Steve Adubato. Steve joins us from the PAC now. Hey, Steve, what do you expect tonight?
Well, Mary Alice, the timing could not be more interesting for everyone, not just in New Jersey, but across this country. The Eric Garner situation, the Ferguson situation, the whole question of police-minority relations. What is, in fact, the role of the federal government with the United States Department of Justice stepping in these civil rights cases? Since there were no indictments, the question is, what is the role of the federal government? We'll be talking to Senator Menendez and Senator Booker about those questions. They're going to be talking in front of an audience of several hundred people. And I will tell you, while that is the beginning of the conversation, it's ISIS. It's a question of the minimum wage on the federal level. It's a question of taxing millionaires. It's the Keystone Pipeline. There's so many federal issues that, in fact, affect so many people in New Jersey. You know, Mary Alice, we don't always know what goes on in Washington, but boy, does it affect our lives.
You bet. And getting through the congressional gridlock, which has become so entrenched over the last decade, must be very difficult for both senators.
You know, it's interesting, Mary Alice, because Cory Booker, while he is a Democrat, has said one of the things he's really wanted to do is, quote, reach across the aisle. He tweets. He likes to tweet a lot. So he started tweeting Rand Paul and some of the Republicans and saying, can't we get along? Well, that may sound great in terms of social media and saying he wants to get along. The question is, what can they actually accomplish? Can they actually reach across the aisle? Can they accomplish anything? Bob Menendez is going from being the chairman of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee to being the ranking Democrat on the Foreign Relations Committee when the Republicans take over the Senate. What's he going to do? How does Bob Menendez, who, you know, he likes to tweet, but he doesn't spend that much time doing it, he wants to be in power. He wants to control that committee. I don't know what the Democrats and Republicans are going to do after January when the Republicans take control of both houses. What will Cory Booker and Bob Menendez do when they're in the minority party? We're going to talk about that tonight at NJPAC.
That'll be fascinating. Do you suspect that they actually have interactions, go out to dinner with the people from the other side of the aisle so that they actually know each other and can find common ground?
You know, it's so interesting. You remember the joke that Barack Obama made, the president made about, people said, you should have a drink with Mitch McConnell. And he joked at the correspondents' dinner. He said, why don't you have a drink with Mitch McConnell? Well, now the president had to have a drink with Mitch McConnell. And what's so interesting about it is that I believe you're absolutely right, Mary Alice, that personal side is missing. Do I think they get together for dinner? No. Do I think they have drinks that often? No. I actually believe that personal side, the connecting with people on a human level, is missing. And so there's no benefit of the doubt. They don't trust each other. They don't know each other. So they get entrenched as Democrats, Republicans, conservatives, liberals, where you are in the country. And that's part of the gridlock, other than the fact that they don't really, as I said, know each other, and they don't want to see each other succeed.
Well, it'll be a fascinating discussion tonight. Thanks a lot, Stephen. Good luck.